the stream for me from time to time, and let me know when it goes live. There is a delay set, so things might take a while to come back online. What have I missed so far in this game?
I mean, nothing much as such. The Timbersaw is having a great lane. Now that he has some levels, there's really nothing the Broodmother can do with the Spiderlings. She's still farming pretty well, so
yeah, they seem to be going blow for blow in terms of net worth, at least from what I can tell. For blow in terms of net worth.
Puck did fall twice, and there has been some amount of pressure put on his tower. Puck did fall twice, and there has been some amount of pressure put on his tower. I think across the board, all the cores are farming pretty evenly. I think across the board, all the cores are farming pretty evenly.
Bottom, looks like they've gone in the Monkey King. Oh, the Boundless! It's been dodged by MyPro, but he's still got some of his HP back, and he still has the Jingu stacks. He's still fighting his way through this. We've also got backup coming in from the Ricky. Good smoke screen, catches them on the tail end of it, but they can't keep this chase going. It's too close to the tower. Elsewhere at mid, it looks like In Your Dream did end up getting the kill on BP. Good to see the Lich also. No, I don't even know if the Lich actually played a part in that.
I think the Lich was in the mid lane getting killed with the on the Broodmother. Yeah, he definitely was. Just check on his assists. Yeah, he has two. That's definitely there.
Okay, it's 3-0 for 4-0 actually in favor of Boom ID. And 3 of those kills have actually gone over to the Monkey King, so he's off to a flying start by the looks of it. But mid, there's still some pressure coming in. Fei Mao being spotted by Jokum here. There's no sentry ward on him, no detection whatsoever on those two supports. So Boom ID knows what's going on, and the Monkey King is here to join the fray in case they decide to jump In Your Dream, who's okay with just pressuring this tower by himself. Kazuki's gonna come in as well. They spotted BB. They're gonna jump in on BB. The Chakram not thrown down just yet, but with the dust they're gonna be able to tag him with the Whirling Death, and then the Chakram followed by the Boundless Strike. We've still got Jingu stacks available on Dreamer Cell. He's still gonna go and get a Dog Brain, who's gonna take a hit from that one auto attack from the Monkey King. The Orb of Venom ticks will start to slow him down. Dog Brain still being chased here, but will be zoned out as the rest of Boom ID takes or attempts to take a tier 1 tower.
I actually think Lorem Ipsum's decision to cheese at the very last pick is getting turned back around on them, because this Timbersaw is having an absolute field day with Spiderlings. I mean, normally when you see a Broodmother, he's able to, even if he can't really put his Spiderlings on the enemy hero, he manages to always push out the lane and then farm the 2 stacks near the bounty room. But this game, even that hasn't been possible, and he's actually losing his tower. Is not something you see coming out of Broodmother.
Yeah, I agree. Brood is normally the one that's pushing out the waves herself, but this is a core Brood at mid, so their objective isn't for her to take towers. It's actually for her to take her, well, to get her first items online and use those to do an absurd amount of damage early on. She's definitely farming well, but the problem is, so too is the Timbersaw, who is really the best response that Boom ID has for that Broodmother. I don't know, I feel like it's a catch-22 situation for the gents over on the Radiant side.
I mean, the Monkey King is up by 4 kills, so he's actually doing pretty well in terms of his movements, and it's not like he got all the kills in his lane. He actually did move to the mid lane and secure the kill on the Broodmother. So very early rotation coming out from Dreamer Cell. He is the mid player. He was the mid player his last game, so probably taking it upon himself this time around as well to get things going for his team.
Oh, boys, he's got himself that Chronosphere back online and ready to go. Kind of expecting them to see it put to use. Perhaps they're going to wait for the Lich to get a 6 as well, because we have seen that Chrono with the Lich Chain Frost combination working together time to time. So In Your Dream, diving in at mid. You've got a Necrophos leaping in as a response to this, so they might want to convert this into a counter gank, but again, he just timber chains away to the trees and makes an escape. A wasted rotation from Open Fearless. He's gonna have to go back to the bottom lane where a stacked Monkey King awaits him.
I think the stream looks fine.
Yeah, looks like it's
unfortunately lagging a bit for me as well. So
yeah, I can guarantee you that it's not happening from my end anymore. Whatever issues we had should have been fixed. But anyway, Dreamer Cell.
No, it's good.
Smacked with a Reaper Scythe, won't quite go down to it, but ends up dropping nonetheless. Dog Brain taking away a dominating streak will get him close to his Blink Dagger. Meanwhile, the Dire mid tower has dropped to In Your Dream on that Timbersaw. Look at him just tanking up and stacking those reactive armor charges before cleaning up the creep wave. You've got BB cutting the wave, but on the top lane you've got Kezekute who will walk in and get a kill on Mypro alongside the Void. So they did drop the Chrono and the Chain Frost to score that kill, and then a smoke screen for good measure by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think that's worth it because it's not like the Void is going anywhere from this lane. He's pretty much going to be here for a while. He's going to farm up his Vlads, probably his PT as well.
Bottom. And Necrophos could be the one in trouble here. You've got Inner Dream coming in as well. They could get that Jingu stack with the Boundless Strike. Dreamercel's going to have to use it that way. They'll get the 4th Jingu stack, and with the Chakram slow, they'll slice into bits. Inner Dream finding that kill. Necrophos once again returning the favor for that Monkey King who got ganked earlier on.
Actually, both the Void and the Monkey King have Mask of Madness queued up. It's interesting because I mean, offlane Void you generally see the Vlads coming out, and since he did pick up the Ring of Regen earlier, I would have assumed that that's what he's going for.
Yeah, it looks like he's just changing gears at the last moment. Not entirely sure why. I'd love to know the thought process behind why they do that. Perhaps they're expecting this game to go on a little longer, maybe, or rather looking for that Void to get farm in the jungle. Mask of Madness does increase his efficiency while farming. BB caught with the dust. No, well, they have the Chakram now. The smoke screen will be dropped as well, but they're just not tagging him with any of their spells just yet. He's going to pop that Insatiable Hunger. Goes to work on the Ricky, getting back some of his HP. Lich is going to come to the party as well. The dust not quite wearing off, and even if it did, they had a sentry right in his face. In Your Dream with another kill, but unfortunately he doesn't have the Bloodstone online. Well, they do end up getting another one. This time around it's the Void that drops in the top lane, courtesy the Earthshaker and his Echo Slam.
I was actually gonna question why.
Jokan.
Fuck.
There it is. Gets the kill with the Cloak and Dagger as well as the Tricks of the Trade.
He actually had enough HP to start the orb first, then face shift, but threw the orb in the wrong direction, I feel. And
I think he was trying to be offensive with the orb. He didn't know the Ricky was tailgating him, and he kind of didn't expect a low HP Ricky to actually commit like that. Good TP dodge there, coming out from the Earthshaker. Ends up at the bottom lane where he'll continue making progress towards his Blink Dagger.
And Mask of Madness already up on the Monkey King and the Void, so they catch a few people in the Chrono. I see them dying very, very fast.
But at the same time, you've got a Desolator finished up on BB's Broodmother, which means if you leave a lane alone for a while, he's just going to go and run at the tower and do a significant amount of damage on it. We're already seeing the bottom lane being pressured out by Open Phaelus. I think he's just aiming to create space here. If anything does go wrong for Open Phaelus, he does have backup from the Earthshaker. But at mid, it's going to be Mypro that's jumped upon. Jumps further into enemy territory where the Ricky awaits him with open arms. Void's going to get that kill and move towards the mid.
I mean, the Puck is just not having the best game at all. He's already died 6 times in 13 minutes. Not something you see on an elusive hero such as Puck. And I think the Timbersaw should pick up something like the BOTs just to play against that Broodmother. Already has that Bloodstone running.
Brought down courtesy BB. Void looking for that Chronosphere to jump in, but can't quite get in range. Even though it is a level 4 time walk, it just wasn't enough. Lorem Ipsum finding minor recoveries here across the map, finding that one kill on the Ricky, opening up some space, but at the same time Monkey King is doing some damage on the top tier too. While his allies will make their way towards him.
And Chrono is up again, so looks like Boom ID are planning to use that in the mid lane. We'll look at how the Puck again. It's definitely not been the best game from inside, but
oh, now they see the Brood as well. That's a fairly tempting target. 2-man Chronosphere comes out. A Chrono's gonna get stolen away, but the Chain Frost has already been deployed. But there's so many Spiderlings. It'll just be the Puck that dies for now while the Rubik is being chased down. A stolen Chrono thrown down by Fei Mao as they'll hold him in position. The Ricky tagged with the dust, but the Fisher will finish the job on the Rubik. And here comes Dreamercell with the Mask of Madness that you pointed out earlier. He's going for those Jingu stacks, but he doesn't have vision on BB anymore. The dust back online, it's been popped as well, and then a smoke screen is in his face. That's the death on the Broodmother. Well, they're also going to give chase onto Dogbrain. Boundless Strike is not available for 4 seconds, but they don't even need it. They just jump in and bring it down. Timbersaw getting a couple of bloodstone charges of that fight as well. This is going absolutely phenomenal here for Boom ID.
That's the problem with having the Brood Mother. Your net worth looks very, very inflated. The hero actually needs quite a bit of farm to come to these fights. And, I mean, sure, she has the Deso and she's good at pushing down buildings, but against heroes, no escape and no lockdown.
And single target damage. No real AoE to work with either. Mobility is being dealt with as well. They have the Chrono and of course the occasional boundless strikes coming out as well. Necrophos, he's been a non-factor for most of this game. He's got 2 braces online in addition to the phase boots. But he has a Radiance queued up next. So it's not survivability, it's not lockdown either. It's just raw AoE magic damage and some farming potential coming out with the Radiance.
I think he should just switch up, pick up the 8 hours and let maybe Broodmother pick up the Radiance. But
yeah, I can agree.
Broodmother has other plans, has queued up the...
No, I mean, I don't think a Radiance makes sense on the Brood now, after the Resonator, but...
it's too late.
I don't know if the Radiance on this Necrophos is really the best way to go. Because you're going to be forced to fight time and again. Boom ID are showing no signs of stopping just yet. Here we go. In Your Dream already diving in deep. There's a Lich coming in the vicinity as well. Chakram to slow him down a bit more. Timber Chain forward. They'll keep this going, but the heals will come out from Open Fearless. What's the objective here from Boom ID though? It's not like a retaliation is coming out from Lorem Ipsum just yet. So maybe they were trying to force a reaction and then make something happen elsewhere.
Yeah, but that didn't really happen. I mean, Lorem Ipsum didn't really take the bait. They didn't TP anyone in. And Open Fearless back at it, trying to defend this tier 2, but...
They saw the Riki though. They had a sentry ward on the periphery, so they lift him, throw him back down. Even a stolen smoke screen will be used against him. Heck, even a Dream Call gets thrown for that, but... While that's happening, looks like the Monkey King will find the Brood Mother by himself, but he'll end up losing his life as well. Meanwhile, up top, In Your Dream, he's going for that kill. He left the Chakram in position, while the Necrophos just walked back into it and got brought down.
I mean, that's actually a misplay from the Necrophos. He survived the first time, he went back in and again, and he's not just feeding a kill, he's feeding a Bloodstone charge as well. So he needs to be a little bit more smart with those plays. And the Chrono has still been up for Boom ID. They haven't had to use it anyway, mainly because they were the ones who got ganked twice.
Well,
that's top tier 2 following.
He's back up top though with that Chrono that you just pointed out, so maybe now's the time to put it to use. Monkey King. Looks like he's gonna try and join his allies here on this top side of the map as he will push out the middle lane first. It's a big loop around coming here from that void. They're gonna spot out that Rubik going in here with a 2-man Chrono. Chain Frost not available, but it's not necessary to bring down just the Earthshaker. The Fisher block. Oh man, Earthshaker actually blocked his buddy out there. Open Fearless rather. In trouble himself, but here comes the Brood from behind doing massive loads of damage, but man, she just disappeared to the pure damage. Mask of Madness.
That's the inherent problem with having a Brood Mother. He just vanishes after a couple of spells are thrown at him. That's so bad without BKB.
Especially when you have a Mask of Madness on yourself to take bonus damage.
Yeah. I honestly don't even think that the hero is meant to fight as such, like man fight. Probably better used as a pusher.
Open Fearless. Again, I've been calling him Open Faceless for the most part inadvertently. I think that's because I'm hungry and I'm envisioning like an open face sandwich or something.
Okay. A bit out of context, but...
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to justify why the hell I keep calling him Open Faceless here. It's annoying me as well. Whatever, In Your Dream.
I think this Timbersaw is actually going to end the game without a single death. He has 17 Bloodstone charges. He's gonna have the Yules as well. So he has a hood, Yules, and should get a BOT. I don't see him dying.
Maybe if they jump him with the Brood before he gets reactive armor stacks, the Desert could hurt. But yeah, they're basically throwing everything at him if they want that kill, and that's gonna buy enough time for the rest of Boom ID to get in. While that was happening, Boom ID finds themselves in Aegis on the Monkey King, making him nigh unkillable. At least for one time around. It's also a deterrent.
Yeah, it should be go time for Boom ID once Void has this diffusal blade. That's probably the only item left that they actually feel the need to have. And none of the other items they have queued up are really going to before the next fight, so seems to be the only item. There it is. The Yules also gets picked up by your dream.
Uh-oh. Brood walking up the cliff here. They don't have a gem just yet though. But they're gonna pop a smoke screen elsewhere, going for the Necrophos, who's out here by himself. Face
Things are falling
equals
apart
open.
for Ipsum Lorem. They are just crumbling under the pressure. And I don't see too much of a comeback coming out from a hero like Broodmother. Generally, once you get shut down, there's a reason why the hero isn't so popular, even though it has so much cheese potential.
Yeah, I agree. Boom ID are just feeling confident about walking up to the base like this. They've still got their Aegis in tow. In Your Dream is stupidly tanky. And that Fate Bolt's gonna whip almost as well. Himself up top. Meanwhile, Ricky coming in from the side. He's gone on the puck. Can he do? No, he can't do this by himself. But they've got backup. Brood just rips straight through that Lich, but he gets a chrono to the face as well. But it may not be enough. St. Lucas is trying to make this happen, but a boundless strike just evaporates the Brood. And now they're gonna go in further. Dogbrain's been controlled. Trying for that Echo Slam, does get it off, but it's underwhelming at best. Double kill for the Monkey. They're going for Open Fearless. And they're gonna get a tier 3 as well.
There it is. The GG well played comes out. They know that they've been outmatched by Boom ID, at least in game 2. They put up a strong fight in game 1. I say strong, but I honestly feel that it was a little bit of a throw coming in from Boom ID. But Boom ID, they gather their stuff, they pull up.